was the question again?
It says if I could make some money from selling porn clips of myself, I definitely would.
So you would sell your own porn clips, bro?
No, I just said I like to take I like to take pictures. Of taping myself.
What was the question again? What's going on, y'all? RealTalk2U Crew up in the house. Hey, so tonight, I don't know why I'm talking so loud. Y'all can't hear me. So tonight, we're actually doing the Myers-Briggs test. And for those that don't know what that is a personality test. Now, interestingly enough, if you've never taken that test, it's going to really blow your mind, first of all, and find out exactly who you are and what type of personality you are. I found out myself today, a few things about myself I'd like to hear about, but either way. Well, before we get to that, what up, Carrie? Carrie, I know you took the Myers-Briggs test. Share your stuff with us, too. So, this is the thing. I was driving. I don't know how y'all doing it. First of all, how y'all doing today, man? I didn't ask how y'all doing.
I'm great.
Y'all good?
I'm great.
Everybody good?
I'm decent.
Y'all pass me a Red Bull too, please? I'm thirsty.
Here, take that.
Oh, I'll take this one. Thank you. I'm thirsty.
You, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now, don't mind us. We got our dress shirts on just because, we didn't have a chance to change.
Except me, no dress.
Exactly, yeah. But today I was driving and I was realizing, and it's going to sound stupid, the reason it came up because I was thinking about this test. Now, believe me, I'll bring all this into one when I tell y'all. So I was driving today, right? And I realized every girl I ever dated, swear to God, has an I in their name. Every girl.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Had an I in their name. I swear to God. Every girl I've ever dated has had an I in their name. I had to sit back and I was mind blown, dude. I was
let
like,
me think back.
I started thinking like the one letter they had in their name was an I.
Everybody.
Every girl.
I gotta think.
If it wasn't their first name, it was their last name. For real.
Wow.
Swear to God, Carrie. Swear to God.
Dead ass. Dead ass.
Dead ass.
Dead ass.
Dead ass. But no, I was thinking about that because I was thinking about this test and how these different personality types, and of course, obviously when it comes to personality types, you're talking about people that you're compatible with, and that's why we had to talk about it on the show today. So we're doing the Myers-Briggs test. Now, for those who don't know, it's found on 16, I think it's called 16 Personality Tests for free. You can go there, take the test, and there are different ways the test is broken down. Now, we're going to break down the Myers-Briggs test as one test we're going to break down. And then we're going to break down the BDSM test. Now, some of y'all don't know about that test, but you ain't taking it to figure out who you are. I figured out who I am, and I'm okay with it. The next test, then, of course, is the social anxiety test, which I did not take that one, I'll be honest, because I know I don't have social anxiety, so I didn't bother with that one. But I'm hoping the rest of y'all get a chance to tune in and take the tests we're talking about. All right, so yes, we're talking about the Myers-Briggs, we're talking about personality types. To break down a few different things real quick, some of these personality types, if you put them together, how they look at them, they actually have certain names. I'm gonna break down some of these names to you. Hopefully, I went to school once enough to get this right. The first one already got me. Reliant. I almost said something totally different. Reliant. That's the ISTJ, and I'm just kind of getting these letters out right now. But the ISTJ is reliant. Then you have the ISTP, the realist. And actually, I'll tell you the names of the other one, like the adventurer, the enforcer, the nurturer, the aesthete. What is that word? The joker, the helper, the mystic, the dreamer, the visionary, the sage, the free thinker, the wizard, the innovator, and the leader. Now, I was
on there.
They changed the names.
Some of them changed the names.
Okay. Yeah.
What I did was I figured I could look at fictional characters and who we identify with. So the thing is, though, not everybody knows all fictional characters. So what I did was I grabbed Star Wars here, and you guys can get a chance to look that up. I looked up Star Wars personality charts. Y'all can Google that and look that up. And that has like all the personality types on there, all 16. So if you're a Star Wars fan, it can kind of give you an idea of who you are in this personality type thing.
I'm an Ewok.
You're an Ewok.
I'm just saying.
Are you for real?
Yeah, the ESFP, I'm the performer.
ESFP, the performer.
I'm an Ewok.
Now, what's going to be cool is if y'all try to guess our personality types, I'd really appreciate it because some people think they know me like that, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I might not be exactly how you know me, you know what I mean? You might know me, but don't know me, know me.
You don't know me.
You don't know me, know me, know me. You know what I'm saying? But now, let's go ahead and get into it. Dude, how you doing tonight, man?
Oh man,
Dude.
you know my back is killing me, man. I can't even move. I went to the chiropractor today, and I think they just did something. You know, I can't even move. I'm walking like an old man.
It's supposed to feel good when you come out the chiropractor.
Bruh, I can't even move. I'm sitting here. I'm like really trying to lean back, and I'm making faces and whatnot. You know? Like, man.
Like, I know Duke ain't been on the show for a minute. This is what, Christmas, right?
Yeah, before Christmas, man. You know, now.
Welcome back, dude. Welcome back.
Yeah, man.
So, dude, let's start with you, man. What's your personality type, brother?
Well,
no, wait a minute. Y'all guess. That's it. Y'all guess his personality type.
Ooh.
What do y'all think Duke is?
Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and say
I definitely can see part of it could be the counselor.
I was gonna go with the enforcer.
That's a good one too.
I was gonna go with the enforcer. I don't know.
They have all
Did
the
you finish your
personality
test?
types. Yeah, they have all the personality types.
All of them on there. Yep. No, not on the paper that right here, but on the Star Wars one it is.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put you. If I'm gonna say you're the enforcer, that puts you
pretty good. I was thinking that the counselor, just because of your background.
Oh, what is enforcer then? Because I know we're looking at two different things here.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, I'm guessing you ESTJ. Oh shoot, you okay? Darth Vader. That's who you are, brother. Supervisor. That's the enforcer. So I'm going by. Okay, I'm gonna go by this sheet right here. So I'm gonna give you Darth Vader, brother.
That's the supervisor.
That's the supervisor. I'm gonna give you that as your ESTJ, and then I might give you on the backup of that. The INTJ, the mastermind, on the backup.
I'm gonna say the ISTJ.
ISTJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Which one is that?
Ours. That's the Reliant.
ISTJ is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the inspector. That's the inspector on this sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
For those playing at home, we're using the Star Wars sheet here, personality types, to figure out Duke's personality type. So what is it, Duke? What'd you learn? Actually, what'd you learn? What did you learn when you took the test?
I learned that maybe it's not as accurate
okay.
as thorough as I thought it was going to be.
And why you say that?
Because I don't think it best describes me, my personality. But you know, maybe I rushed through it.
Okay.
But
what did it tell you were?
Say I was an adventurer.
Adventurer.
Yeah. So
What's the letters on that?
ISTFP.
TFP. So that's
FP.
you
Oh, the artist.
The artist. Yeah.
No, IST or F?
No, F.
Oh, F. Okay.
ISFP is the artist.
Yeah.
ISTP or
Quiet, serious, sensitive, and something else. Loyal, tactful.
Yeah, that's
Dislikes conflict.
That describes me, but what they have in here doesn't.
Yeah. Oh, on the other one?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
See, they use the personality types on this one to kind of go with, as it relates to kind of like, I guess, who you may be not a fiction characters.
Yeah, what's on the app, you know, when I read it, I was like, nah.
So if you were to take your type, what do you think you would relate to on these characters right here? Like if you were attracted to somebody, would you be more, if we're gonna take what it says, you're the artist.
Yeah, the artist.
Who would you be more attracted to based on the on the Star Wars skill set? What would attract you? And we're not talking about if the character, we're talking about the actual, like, you know, the characteristics.
I like the Giver, man.
The Giver.
Yeah.
The Giver is a, what's their letters?
ENFJ. E is in Edward, N is Nancy, F is in Frank, J is in.
Oh, the Giver. That's old girl character. Okay. Warm. That makes sense.
But actually, that the artist here describes me a lot more better than what the app personality stated that I am.
LM, what's your personality type, LM? No, I'm sorry. We got to guess. Well,
Yeah,
we already know.
I already told you.
We already know you're gonna be the. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna go ahead and give you artist, also idealist, and then performer. I got you in that area.
Nope.
Oh man, I gotta say that, you know.
Dude, trying to figure you out.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this
Don't
guy
try to
out.
figure me
man.
out, dude.
I'm trying
Stop trying to figure me out.
So the whole,
What jumped out on me is the champion.
okay.
Yeah, the champion. And if you read it, yeah.
So what are you, man?
I am the entertainer.
Entertainer.
And then on here it's ESFP, which is the performer. Yeah.
For those that don't know, LM be doing them beats.
Yeah.
That's why he's a performer.
Yeah, that's what I didn't take into account.
Ah, you think you knew somebody,
I was
huh?
thinking I got him pegged
Yeah.
as an introvert.
And it says
Oh,
that I'm
it's
79% extrovert. So that would be
Maybe
inaccurate.
it
That
could
was-
be the music. I don't know.
That was the other part I think that was interesting too. The whole extrovert introvert. I mean,
Yeah.
I've dated introverts. I've dated extroverts. I don't know who I might get along with better. I do know they had an I in their name, whoever it was, but I'm not sure who I might get along with better. If I like getting along, because an introvert to me seems like somebody that's shy, right?
Yeah, for the most part, or just keeps to themselves. Just don't
reserved.
want to. They rather go home and not be bothered rather than deal with crowds of people for long. Like they'll be in a crowd of people and they can't wait to get home just to be by themselves.
So the question is that were you dating or your main squeeze?
No, that was Maine. That was Maine. I of course always had main
You
squeezes.
know what I'm saying? Or you had
Internets, I've always had main squeezes.
because it could be taken as you having one to fulfill one area that you lack in, and the other one fill the other one. That's why
Why you
date.
gotta go there?
Dude, don't get all this started. Not today,
I'm
man.
gonna go, man.
I don't want to fight with her today, man. Come on, man. Don't get her started.
Realistically, there have been people that I've actually been in relationships with. That's why it threw me off guard, because if I have that type of, I guess, common ground with some people when it comes to their name, I wonder what common ground I have when it comes to their personality types. Now, I like people that are extroverted, obviously. But we'll get into how we connect with different people. We gotta know what's going on with Miss Autumn Sonata.
Autumn
See, I
Sonata.
guess.
Autumn
I already told
is.
y'all.
No, I don't remember what you said. I'm gonna give Autumn the idealist. I'm gonna go ahead and give her the provider
You're supposed to pick one.
and the crowd. I gotta choose three because I don't be knowing you if you be switching up
What is
like
the
It's all right to
INFP?
choose multiple.
Because the thing
It's
about it
alright.
is you got a little E and a little I in you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say she is.
little rap song. You got a little E and a little I in you.
I'm gonna say she is the performer because of the poetry, creative side. The giver because she's a mom
I don't know how y'all
and she
I'm a
gives
nurturer.
her
You know what I'm
children.
saying?
Well,
I do that.
and I'm gonna go with mastermind too.
Dang, y'all think I'm so smart. Appreciate that.
Get out of here.
Now watch what Duke say.
Yeah, dude. Put your light on. Shine your light on.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
He said, I gotta read the definition.
This eyesight is going bad.
No, it's not your eyesight. It's just real small and
No,
dark.
you can't read that thing.
Okay. What jumped out to me is the promoter.
Let's see where the promoter is.
Yeah, when I'm able to read whatever these
Oh,
characters
she's
are.
Han Solo.
Yeah, Han Solo. Yeah.
Okay.
ESTP.
Yes, y'all all
That's the
wrong.
invention.
We all wrong?
Y'all all wrong.
What are you?
I am the ENFP. The
ENFP.
Straight
Yeah.
feeler.
FP visionary.
Visionary, they call it the Inspire on here.
The champion.
Yeah, called
The
the
champion,
champion, the
yeah.
campaigner. So-
Okay.
What about that? All right.
So does that match?
Oh, absolutely. To the T.
You feel like
Actively
that?
advocate for what they feel to be important.
So my question is this though: if you take this test now versus 10 years ago, you think it'd be different? Y'all think y'all be the same person that you were 10 years ago?
I was definitely.
Swear to God.
Yeah,
Swear to
swear to
God.
God.
Dead ass. Dead ass. Okay, let's see here. Oh shoot.
Well, I've been the same since-
Okay, I'm gonna let Autumn on the comments because I can't read that fast.
That's why she do the social media.
The reason I brought that question up is because I think of it like this: who you are today changes, I believe, based on you evolve. Now I know some people we was talking about introverts, extroverts, right?
Right.
I had a boss that was a introvert but had an extroverted job. She had to speak. We were trainers. She had to be in front of everybody all the time. So the difference between me and her is, at the end of the day, we both would train. And me, I would want to be around more people and draw more energy. End of the day, she's like, nope, I'm going back to my hotel room. I don't want to see not a damn soul. And that threw me off. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that introvert, extrovert. You have to do certain things based on your job. What's the comments looking like, Autumn?
Now, I'm trying to click on the see more link.
It doesn't work. You gotta just slide up like you about to slide. Click on it and slide up, and then hit like the comment. And now show y'all.
Oh, okay. So, Carrie says, judging means that a person organizes all of his life events and, as a rule, sticks to his plan. Perceiving means that he or she, I can't see that part.
I can't hear you, Mom.
Oh, I can't see the rest of perceiving. But
Did somebody on there named, what's Amanda?
Amanda, she had the INFPA, the idealist.
INFPA?
She's a dreamer.
INFP? Oh, she's an idealist.
You said INFPA? Oh, PA.
Yeah, well, that's an extra letter, because I got an extra letter on mine, too.
Okay.
What's the A mean again?
The what?
A.
I don't see where is the A.
Yeah.
Where you guys see an A at? I don't see.
Well, no, it's like how it's I, E, S, T, whatever. All of them have a different letter.
Okay.
Relate to something else.
I don't see that one.
So, to define each letter of the 4 letters, the first letter is
Oh, it is on here.
extroverted or introverted. It defines our flow of energy. The second letter, the S or the N, is sensing or intuitive. That means how we take in information.
Yeah.
The third letter is thinking or feeling, T or F, and that is how we prefer to make decisions. And the fourth letter is a J or a P, which means the basic day-to-day lifestyle that we prefer.
And then what's why some people are -A?
And I gotta find it.
Because I got that too. I got the intuitive thinking types, feeling types, and judging types. So, for me, for those who have been keeping score, y'all guess who I am yet?
Definitely the performer, the mastermind. See, it's so many for you. The protector,
No, man, for real. That's really me right there.
the counselor.
Man.
We definitely know we don't want all them to say that you the crafter.
Why are you always bringing it back to me? I have no comments.
Alright, so for me, I am Darth Vader. I am
The supervisor.
ESTJ
I can see that.
-A. ESTJ-A. I don't know what the A stand for, but I'm Darth Vader. So Luke, I am your father.
ESTJ is enforcer too.
Exactly.
Okay,
yep.
yeah.
I run stuff. ESTJ, I'll be running stuff. But no, it kind of makes sense because I am, put like this, I looked at my test, it said I'm 100% extroverted. And it kind of goes in line, I wish LaToya was here, but it kind of goes in line also with my, you know what I'm saying, my zodiac sign. We're extroverted, we're Leos, we're out there all the time, we center of attention. That was actually one of the questions. Do you shy away from being center of attention? I was like, nah, I definitely want to be center of attention. You know, another question was something about, you know, who speaks first in social events and stuff like that. Me. I'll talk up in a heartbeat. I ain't worried about saying nothing. I will always talk. I'm the type of dude, if you put me in an area where there's like a whole bunch of strangers, I'm gonna walk in and speak with a big wave to everybody and then just start talking to the whole group. Matter of fact, I was in an event today for my job, a chamber meeting. Once I walk, and I do this because I always feel like, I guess for someone like myself, and I don't know, y'all ever feel like this? Like you always on stage?
I do feel like that sometimes.
Every time I walk somewhere, I feel like I'm always on stage. So I walk into a big old event with a whole bunch of people. So the first thing I did was speak to everybody and say, hey, where can I help out? Y'all need anything? Y'all need this? Y'all need that? Because I'm trying to help out.
Hey, you know what? Actually, I didn't know I had to click on extra buttons to read. I just that's why I was like, this thing. That's the reason why I was like, this thing ain't neat.
Come on, man. Hey, Reggie.
But now that I'm going through it, the venture, it does kind of almost fit my
Your
whole
personal-
profile. Yeah.
Hey, Reggie, me and you the same, brother.
Oh, Lord.
And see,
Reggie Wheeler?
You
Yeah,
feel
that's
more
my
like
ex.
like
They
you
are the
when you
same.
get someplace you're on stage and you have to speak to everybody.
I gotta
I'm
speak to
more
everybody.
of the I'm gonna go to everybody individually.
See,
like,
yeah.
hey, how you doing? I'm Antoine.
And that's still extroverted. So yeah,
okay.
see, that's the difference. So Antoine hit y'all up individually, where I'm talking to the whole crew, and I'm trying to make sure everybody's all right. So me and Reggie Wheeler have got the same. What's up, Parker? Yes, them Leos.
So yo, Toy, you one of those people for everybody for your birthday. When people send you birthday wishes on Facebook, you be like, "Thank you, everybody." For
Exactly.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Like, I'd like to thank everybody for my birthday wishes, and I go through mine individually and thank
That's
everybody
true.
that sent me something.
Hey, LM does that. He
will take
individually
days.
thanks everybody.
I will take a day or two if I can't do it right then and there. I thank every single person. that sent
I will thank everybody like, hey, appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Another day, another year older. I'm good.
Appreciate everybody for their beautiful birthday wishes.
Exactly.
You one of those.
I'm going to find out what this
Hey,
is.
Carrie, what's that A stand for? Since you got an A too, because I don't know what the A is additional for.
Assertive versus
this
turbulent.
This kind of accurate, man.
So you accurate now. So how you feel about? So read yours again, dude.
Adventurer.
Adventurer, but like read the characteristics of adventurer. What does it tell you are?
For which one here? On
the phone. On the phone. Yeah.
Shoot, where would you find that at?
Oh, it didn't say no extra
characteristics when you
assertive.
Bottom right when you.
So assertive are individuals that are self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress. They refuse to worry too much and do not push themselves too hard when it comes to achieving goals.
Conclusion.
The other one is
Go back.
turbulent.
Go back.
They identify as self-conscious and sensitive to stress. They experience a wide range of emotions and tend to be success-driven, perfectionist, and eager to improve.
Okay.
Success-driven.
Thank you, Carrie.
Eager to improve.
What you want to say, dude?
Must be a T.
Hold on, I'm going back right now.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be at the
you a T?
at the top.
I think I'm a T.
Oh, so you take stress heavy then.
So, like,
you heavy
you
with
go
the
back-
stress.
Well,
First
no,
one,
because I
yes.
have methods
Right
to
there.
relax
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
But then you had to develop those methods to relax.
Yeah, I had to
So
develop.
most of y'all don't know about me
Those
is
are
that
characteristics.
the reason that we're doing this because we've all, I guess, dealt with stress. We've all probably had some type of, I guess, limit of our own personalities that we've pushed to the edge. And one thing to know about this, and I'm trying to be real serious, I'll be honest with you, a lot of the stuff that takes in your personality also helps with how you see stress, how you deal with depression, how you deal with anxiety, how you deal with loss, how you deal with being happy and things like that. Because I know for myself, and it's interesting because I'm like ESTJ, the supervisor, right? Darth Vader. There are certain things we can't take easy. Like we will push through as it takes, when it comes to winning. We'll just keep going and keep going. Oh, somebody took Barack Obama, Oprah, and Dr. Oh, okay, that's cool. ENFJ though.
Martin Luther King.
Okay. Well, I'm a ESTJ, Carrie. You over there being like Barack. But the reason I'm bringing this up because I know for myself, I push through certain things. So if I have any problems, any stress, my mind is always like, you can make it, you can do it. Don't worry about it, keep going. But my body ain't the same. Like before we had started filming this show, back when I first moved here, I had a little bit of what they call, I guess, anxiety, a little bit of just unsure about myself as far as making that move. And man, it affected me big time. And let me tell you, it messed up my whole speech pattern. Now, for somebody that talks as much as I do, can you imagine having being your personality type that's always like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, and you're driven to make this happen, and then your speech messed up? I'm talking about a brother was stuttering. Stuttering. Seriously, like I was like, I had to, and what's messed up is that nothing was really wrong with me. I had to think through where I was at in my life and actually work against my personality traits. So being that I knew what my personality was, I realized instead of pushing hard going forward, I had to slow down.
Yeah.
I had to kind of sit back and be like, you know what, Toy? Take 10 breaths before you jump in anything, think about stuff. And that's amazing that I had to go through that. And that's before I really understood these personality types. So now when it comes to stress, I know when I'm about to get stressed and I stop myself before I get that way. And it's not necessarily knowing these personality types, but just knowing myself to the utmost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how I feel about it. So you got to know yourself, and that's why you got to know these personality types. So I understand the A is assertive. So next question is, so Autumn Sonata, out of all these characteristic types, which ones are you compatible with as far as your mate?
The INFP, I believe, and the INFJ.
The idealist.
Yeah.
The idealist.
And the counselor.
Yeah, to balance out my well, no, it's the
dreamer.
INTP. I'm sorry.
Oh, INTP.
Yeah.
INFP is right there. INTP.
So we just look at this right here.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, it's easier to get off this because I know the characters more than I know the actual definitions.
Because the introverted type of person brings me back down to earth. They balance me out.
So wait a minute, you're extroverted, right? Mm-hmm. So do you
would
do you
prefer
overpower?
introvert? The opposite of yourself?
I do now that I'm
Opposites
older.
attract.
I just prefer to extrovert, but there's just too much social energy being spent, and I get wore out fast when it comes to social energy.
I can see it.
What's up, Worth? With my wide outs from high school.
The introvert, they're more reserved, and
What did Parker say?
She said, some say the test is about as scientific as the horoscopes. How do you utilize those types of tools? Now, my results here and my zodiac match up. They match up very well.
Is that how you find a mate then? Based off of knowing you got to find someone opposite of that, or
No, I don't go
compatible,
looking
or
for-
complementing that?
They complement my personality, and that's off of my feelings. I'm much of a feeler. But when I look at these comparisons and who I've been attracted to in a certain way, yeah, they are matching up. like that introverts have a personality who's more of a thinker and a logical person, where I'm more of a feeler and a rush type of hurried, impatient person. That balance, helps out a lot.
How about you, Alon?
I think the let's see what we got here. I'm thinking, well, definitely not the performer or entertainer, because I already got that covered. So maybe the idealist, the INFP.
So you want somebody to compliment you, or no?
I can't see all of the definitions. I'm just going based off of what
The characters?
the things that I can see as far as what the idealist is.
That's why I'm going off the characters. 'Cause to me, it's
Okay.
like an idealist is someone that is, I guess, based on the Luke Skywalker characters when it shows in the Star Wars character thing, someone that has a dream and believes they can get to a certain point, and they have an utmost positive belief in life and their purpose in life. That's how I look at the idealist. Like they always think that things can happen a certain way.
That sounds about right.
They're like super positive.
Or I would think the ISFJ, which is the nurturer.
Oh, okay. And I think about nurturer. Yeah, it's like the INSJ.
Yeah, the ISFJ,
Oh,
the nurturer. Well, that's on this other
Yeah,
sheet.
the counselor.
So they have more detailed descriptions.
So it says
about
quiet,
these,
friendly, responsible, conscientious, committed and steady in meeting their obligations,
So that's what you
thorough,
got?
painstaking, and accurate, loyal, considerate, notice and remember specifics
Carrie
about
said-
people that are
All
important.
of them said something.
Wheeler said I had to learn what myself as far as my personality type and how it affects me when I take on too much stress.
Correct. You gotta know your personality type, how it affects you when it comes to stress, because you be stuttering like me. Doesn't mean you got the same personality type. So you must have played sports, is what I'm guessing.
He played football.
Yep. So see, I play football. You play football. It's all about powering through. Doesn't matter what the body says, what the mind says when you play a sport. That's how most athletes are.
So Carrie says ESTJs are representatives of tradition and order, utilizing their understanding of what is right,
Oh, so that's the Barack
what is
Obamas.
right, wrong, and socially acceptable too. Yeah. And Amanda said, I don't think my zodiac matches my personality type. I'm a Gemini.
Oh, yeah, it does then. You don't know your other self. That's all that means. Amanda does.
He just told her you
That
don't know
means
yourself.
you
don't
ain't
know
that
you.
you.
You don't know you like you think.
Wait
you
till
do.
you meet you. You be like, ooh, I don't like that girl. You know, my damn nerve. You're right. That's why it don't match. You like, ooh, I wouldn't be that way. Gemini, y'all know how I feel about Geminis. I love y'all from
But
a far distance.
you and Wheeler are saying he's a Gemini.
Oh, we the same, but don't. Hey, look, Reg, let me say it like this, bro. You a Gemini, it's okay. We the same on personality, but we really can hang out. No, I ain't never saying that. No, men Geminis, I don't think I have an issue with the men Geminis. It's the women Geminis I get issue with.
I could get you.
I think the
with
men have it down pat where they understand, look, my mood might be da-da, but they mostly do that with women. I think the men Geminis are cool.
I think the same sex is a
Wheeler,
little bit
that's my
different
ex.
when it comes to
Wheeler's
personality.
your ex?
Gemini.
He's gonna put that out there like we didn't ask you.
That's why I'm with Geminis, because y'all crazy.
I don't know.
Reggie, you cool with me?
I don't know
Y'all
none of that.
crazy.
All I know is me. That's it. I don't know no other signs.
Gemini.
Hold on, what
I
Parker
know
say?
Scorpio.
Yeah,
Did
this,
Parker say something?
Nothing is a coordinate chart. That's correct.
Oh.
Conditioning and environment all play a part in that when you get older, as you mature.
Well,
You know.
Reggie over there laughing. I'm glad you having a good time, Ray. I'm glad you laughing at that.
He can take it now, like we cool.
Oh, okay.
She said,
What about you,
I
dude?
say
What
hey.
type of ladies, what type do you think
It's your what?
your mate would be?
Your mate
Which
to
one
match.
of you think would be your best mate?
You got to come back on me on that one.
Gotta come back to you.
Yeah, man.
who was yours?
I was the
Male Geminis are crazy. Is that Deidre? What up, Deidre?
protector.
What up, Deidre?
What?
Feeling just fine, girl. I'll say that right now.
Who's Deidre? Hey, Deidre.
Deidre, you telling the truth,
Deidre,
girl. Put it out there. Let them see it.
What did Deidre
He
say?
said, male Geminis are crazy.
Oh, okay.
I'm
not a Gemini,
I'm
so
gonna let
hey.
you read. I don't know why I'm looking. All me take in the comments. I can't be looking.
What was your results again?
It was the protector.
And what's the letters for that one? INFJ.
ISFJ.
Yes.
INFJ?
ISFJ.
ISFJ.
Yeah.
So he's an introvert. I wonder what
You see
percentage.
I can't see that.
Huh?
You
I wonder what
Was it-
I'm
you said-
introverted.
You are? Really?
Yeah, I'm introverted. Yeah.
Okay, so it says quiet, kind, and conscientious. Can be depended on to follow through. Usually puts the needs of others above their own needs. Stable and practical, they value security and traditions. Well-developed sense of space and function.
Yeah, that sounds
That
like
sound like
that sound like you, brother.
So,
Where did you find that at? Where did you find
now I
that?
have a different page that I'm
Oh.
on.
Yeah,
She online.
She went to the super
going
page,
to the
super
source.
definition
Yeah.
page that we don't know
Let
about.
me see. So relating for you.
Hey, Reggie said we not
Relationships.
crazy. We just misunderstood.
Good answer. Good answer.
Y'all like a wooden coin. And both sides are heads.
Yeah, it was a
Y'all
double-edged sword.
Okay,
Huh?
so ISFJ in relationships, you place a great deal of importance on their personal relationships. They're generally very giving and loving people who place the needs above their own. They sometimes have difficulty saying no when asked to do something,
Interesting.
and therefore may be taken for granted.
Is that true?
I don't know. Lovers, they're committed,
You know?
intense feelings, immediately apparent to others because they tend to hold things inside without expressing them.
I don't think the man like that comment I just made.
What he left out? Did
Hold on. What did Reggie? Read Reggie's comments since you know him like
Oh
that.
Lord, why did you tune in? Why
Thank
would
you,
you
What's
Reg.
up, Reg?
Thanks, Reg.
Appreciate you.
Next week,
man.
Reg.
No, no.
When Reggie gonna be on the show?
Get Reggie over here. Just go ahead and read. Could you?
Okay, I got.
Okay.
Could you read Reggie's
Like
comments?
Autumn, I have to have someone that's an introvert. Way
Okay.
too much. No. Yeah, because he's extremely extroverted.
What other people said stuff.
Parker said, knowing who you are is one thing. Making decisions that do not sacrifice who you are is key.
Oh, well, that's a whole.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That's an interesting point.
yeah, because your personality might allow you to do that type of thing. Like my personality allows me to be adaptable, meaning that even though I might be Darth Vader, the supervisor, I kind of deal with whoever I'm dealing with. I try to also make sure they feel comfortable. And it may not be 100% the way I want to feel comfortable, but I'll make sure they're comfortable because I know I can always. I guess the best way to say it is I can always get mine. So I want to make sure they're comfortable in getting theirs, being around me. You know what I'm saying? Being like, if we go someplace, I want to make sure you happy because I know I'll be happy regardless in whatever environment.
Yeah,
So I guess I do compromise a little bit. I guess I've been called passive aggressive
me too.
a lot, and I don't understand what that really means. Because in my mind, if I'm being, I guess,
Sideways sarcastic.
nah, not even that. I get it because if I'm being like understanding of your needs, even though I might not want to do some,
He would be. That means you would compromise to a point where they would think that you're just being passive, and that maybe you don't know how to be aggressive in
Yeah.
that situation. I get with
and it's like, no, I'm making sure you good because I'm gonna be alright.
Uh-huh.
You know what
I
I'm
get
saying?
exactly
That's
what
how I
you
look at it. But I've been called passive aggressive. I don't know. What about y'all? I've been labeled anything?
I haven't been called that specific words, but the characteristics and the definition, yeah, it's basically been that before, passive aggressive.
Let me see. What is
How
your...
about you, Autumn?
Yes, I have.
But you sarcastic. See, Autumn is
I'm
like
very
this.
sarcastic.
Reggie, and chime in if you like. Autumn is sarcastic, and she say some stuff so slick to you.
Shut up.
You be sitting there like, wait, you being funny or you serious? Like, did she
Is
just?
she trying to get me on the
Did she
slide?
just on the? I feel some kind. Like you don't know if you should cry or just walk away real fast.
Why are we doing this?
You know what she reminds me of? She say stuff make you think you got some of your teeth, but then be like, do I really make you walk away and check yourself?
I think she took a slide with
She
that.
make you walk away and check your whole demeanor. Like I don't
That's
know if
just
I'm
wit.
okay today.
That's wit. That's what
That's
that
just
is.
wit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I guess for me, I don't know. I think I do like dating extroverts.
She said I am passive aggressive and sarcastic.
See? Yeah.
Message.
Yeah.
Let me look this up. What is
Oh, now you
now,
look up.
now she gotta find data on it now.
Exactly.
What does that really mean?
So for me, I think I like dating extroverts, and I like some introverts, but it depends on what activity. I want extroverts that are extroverts in the bedroom.
I get you.
I need that.
Yeah.
I need outgoing in the bedroom. I need outgoing as it relates to probably how you treat me. I don't care if you're. Oh shoot! I just thought about that.
Yeah.
I mostly date women that are assholes to everybody else and nice as hell to me. damn it. I just thought about that.
So what does that necessarily tell you?
Wow. I'm really finding out about myself.
Don't hang up on Autumn.
Oh my gosh. What y'all think about y'all, prior personality types?
I think I've had like a mixture. Some have been introverts, some have been extroverts.
Yeah, the extroverts are fun. They're fun, but it's overwhelming.
It's just some
Introverts
situations.
is intriguing and that's more stable for me, long lasting.
So you're saying at a young age, extroverts was more. Now you're older,
even now, extroverts, like, we can be friends and have
Okay.
fun together, but I prefer an introvert for a long standing relationship.
I prefer a combination of both. Someone who can take charge, and command the room and stuff like that. But then also too, I want someone who's also low key as well. Don't have to be all out there.
I think it's like situation.
Situational.
Like certain situations, like
situation.
Let's like in certain situations you want them to speak up or to go ahead and make a decision. And in other situations, you're like, hey, if they're extrovert, like, okay, now I don't need you to take over at this time right now. I got this right now.
So then, is it good to say that we we evolve? Because like I said earlier, 10 years ago, would you have been into extroverts or introverts? I'm just being honest. Like me personally,
I always said like the combination.
I would have.
It just depends on the person and their personality. Because some people's personalities it works well with yours.
Here's a better question:
You know what I mean?
High school, introverts or extroverts? Who you dating?
I dated an extrovert and I dumped him because he was.
We
That's
remember
because
that
y'all more
dude.
popular.
Too, yeah.
They
But
remember
I
that
was not
dude.
popular.
Remember
No, he
the
was.
boy with the
He
letter,
was
the Letterman
popular.
jacket.
Yeah.
She dissed him. I forgot about that
It
one.
was too much.
Yeah, we heard about that dude. Brother ain't did nothing. He right now probably cheating on his wife right now.
She messed up his life.
Messed up his whole life.
She said I'm on a
Cheating
course
on
of
his wife because
destruction.
you.
Let's read the
Go to the
comments.
comments now, huh?
Let's read
You
the
done
comments.
broke one
We
black
got-
man
we
out
got
there in
a-
this world.
We got a lot of comments.
Yeah, let's go
Get
back.
out of
Let's go to
here.
the
Now
comments.
she want to get to the
Carrie
comments.
said don't gang up on me. I agree, Carrie.
Okay.
We need another woman on the show.
Yeah,
I
Carrie,
appreciate
we'll
this.
gang up on you too.
So, in short, passive aggressive means you like to say, I told you so.
Wow.
On here it says passive aggressive of or denoting a type of behavior or personality characterized by indirect resistance to the demands of others and an avoidance of direct confrontation, as in procrastinating, pouting, or misplacing important materials. Yeah, that is me. I am passive
Okay.
aggressive.
What else we got in the comments?
Okay, I got 3 people saying I'm passive aggressive. And my ex said I'm cutthroat sarcastic.
He would know.
My mom says that.
Go to the source.
That is facts.
Going to the source.
Cody said that's a great way to keep a woman to yourself. What do you mean by that, Cody? I didn't understand.
Oh, if she's like I was saying, if she's an asshole to everybody else, but cool with me,
Oh.
that is
So-
true. But then again, most of mine have turned out to be assholes to me eventually. I
But
don't
then
know.
what's going to happen is your friend's going to be her friends, and she's going to be all up under you all the time.
That's true. That's exactly what does happen.
You know what I mean?
So Parker says, how do you deal with someone who is opposite with you than with the public? So like what you were saying.
You know what's weird about that is that, yeah. So it's extremes to it. So here's the extreme. Sometimes they'll be like super like aggressive to someone else in public, or sometimes just have an attitude with people in public and they don't ever show it. So some people would show it, some people would. So it's kind of like an in between on how that may work out. But it never bothered me. The only thing that ever bothered me about that was I guess I always felt secure knowing that can't nobody really get through that barrier to them, because I already know like by the time I got to them, if I was able to get past that wall of
You was like, she good with me.
She good with me.
I got what you said.
I don't mean mind how she treats everybody else, and I don't mean mind as far as she wouldn't like be kicking babies in their throat, nothing like that, walking around.
She treat me good.
What is that
She
though?
just don't like
How
other
can you
people.
be in public and just be mean or just rude or just
A lot of women do that. A lot of women
So
have
a lot of
certain,
women treat you nice because you get to know them and everything. They treat you real well, but then they don't deal with other people. They just be
Yeah,
like,
that's
all
a
right,
real
but if
thing.
you ain't basically if you're not her boyfriend or her man, then
But then-
whatever with you is basically how I think
But
that.
then you're eventually gonna, you want your space. As a man, you
Yeah,
always want
exactly.
your space. So when you trying to do your thing, what you gonna do? Invite her along
Yeah.
all the time?
But most of them don't
ones
be
that
clingy
kinda
though.
cling, if
Nah,
they just-
the ones I've messed with like that have been clingy. They cool with doing your thing. But then again, it all depends on what you say. Do your thing. Like I'm the type of dude, and y'all know about me. You coming with me? I'm gonna play basketball. You go play basketball.
So
Yeah,
you
watch.
the clingy.
You watch.
You the
You
clingy
watch me play
one.
basketball.
Yeah, JoJo is the
You better
clean.
count
I'm
all
the one
your
like,
bags.
hey,
Keep
JoJo
your
is the
stats.
clean.
So you the dude that when we all hanging out there, it's always one dude always
like,
bring his
look-
triggers.
That's your toy. That is your toy.
I'm like, yo,
man.
That
hey,
is your toy.
I'm gonna show up and be like, yo, my girl
Hey,
made some
hey,
potato salad.
that
Y'all
is your
good?
If kids below, if you in there, man, chime in. That is your toy. He will.
Hey, I will bring every now
And
and
he
then.
don't feel odd about it all. He's like, yep, they go so and so.
Hey,
Like,
Parker.
if you don't
Parker
get it
said,
out
I'm not
the
mean,
face.
I'm stern. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll be quiet now.
Alright,
Parker, my girl.
so, Cody says if a woman quiet in public, she makes a lot of noise behind doors.
Yes.
I like that.
Well, actually, let me correct that. So
That's
it
a
depends.
lie.
Yeah, that's
No.
not necessarily.
Well,
that could
depends.
be like in a sexual sense, or that could be
Exactly.
argumentative too.
Yeah, that's true too. So I mean, I guess it all depends.
I like a combination of both though. I like someone that's extroverted sometimes out in public, but then also sometimes I like people that's just a different person away from everybody else. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be the same person out with everybody else. Now that's my problem though. I'm pretty much the same person all the time, and that's what really messes people up with me.
But then that's kind of like the opposite thing. You know how some women
Yeah,
or
but
some
definitely-
spouses, I won't
Cody, I
say
need you not to be flirting.
You can't be like that.
some spouses they
Cody, do your thing, bro.
you know how some people say
we always talk about relationships. What we here for?
they'll say some people will say, oh yeah, your woman she's so nice and mild tempered and but
that's-
then you get on at home they're not the same person.
But
you know?
That's
see,
terrible.
but that's your perception. But people are telling you you're passive aggressive. So something they picking up something
Yeah,
from
something
you.
is there.
So
Like,
you
I know
can't be the same. You think that you're the same.
I mean the same as far as they can be passive aggressive in the public and passive aggressive also in my whole like person behind closed doors. I get that all the time. My thing, what Twan just said, makes sense because I'm like, yeah, I don't want a woman that's extroverted in a friendly way with my friends like that. I need a woman that's kind of like introverted, like such talk, and to kind of back away from it. Now I don't mind if you're extroverted in other ways, but not that way. I guess it all depends on the person.
Yeah, you have to have your boundaries. Like I'm very extroverted. I'll speak to anybody, but there's boundaries. Like you can't. If I'm in a relationship or whatever, or the person's relationship, there's a boundary that you cannot cross. There's a line, and if you try to cross that, then that's when I become that asshole.
I
But
don't,
outside
you
of
know,
that,
if I'm dealing with a chick and she's, extrovert, not flirtatious towards men, it don't bother me as long as I understand when she handles things. She let me know, yo, what's up? I'm not gonna sweat that, man. You know what I mean?
It kind of breaks that ice too. 'Cause
Yeah.
if she doesn't, I'm a person that I can get in a room and get to know people.
Yeah.
I don't have to have you hold my hand to.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sitting here. I'm gonna be quiet because I don't know anybody. I don't need that. But
Yeah.
it's if you have somebody that's
Yeah.
with you, it's cool if they extrovert. You're like, oh yeah, cool. Get to know them, laugh,
you
joke.
can walk away and go get something to eat and don't have to worry about this person happy or
Mm-hmm.
So who
That's
flirts
too
more,
much.
introverts or extroverts?
I think it's perceived that extroverts do.
Yeah, it's perceived, but introverts. they
'Cause-
got
but that can be
Yeah, 'cause
confused
you can't
also.
even be,
That's always I've always
got-
been
They're not
confused that
even
way.
flirting.
we got that. We got
Just
that.
It's just friendly. I always get confused with
Yeah.
that.
Martika says she's an ENTJ. What's ENT? Martika on the Star Wars ENTJ.
She's a leader.
You are ENT.
The supervisor.
The executive. ENTJ. Yeah.
Oh,
you're-
that's ESTJ. My
Yeah,
bad.
ENTJ. You're executive, Martika.
Yeah, these confusing. Oh, ENTJ. Yeah, the executive.
So my thought process is this: introvert, extrovert.
It
I'm gonna
says
go ahead
leader.
and say, based on the
ENTJ.
climate we in, the social climate we in, it's hard to say because extroverts will probably flirt more out in public. Introverts will probably flirt more on social media.
I was just about to say. So with an introvert, I would think an introvert would probably be more on social media than an extrovert, right? Because normally they don't show people that.
No, but extroverts.
But with social media, though, people get to be something that they're not normally, or get to express things that they're not.
But extroverts like attention.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
they're
And
like
introverts don't like that attention. They might be on social media. Carrie just said extrovert don't equal flirtatious. Only reason I'm saying that because I would be surprised to know that extroverts aren't more flirtatious out in public than introverts. I just think that in just
But
personality
sometimes
types. Doesn't mean it, but I'm just thinking.
For me, generalizing for a woman, they don't know they extroverted. They don't know that
They
they
just
flirt.
in the moment.
They just think they just being
They
cool.
okay, yeah.
And then as the dude or the guy or whoever they talking to may perceive that
You can
as
say hi to
flirting.
a guy and he think you're flirting.
Yeah.
You're being friendly.
I mean, that was just like I was saying earlier, right, Yo Toy?
Yeah.
Because as a guy that's an extrovert, sometimes you get like I can get a crowd and just talk to everybody, if men or women. If
And
it's
now you
women, exactly, or
So-
flirting with the waitress.
Let me go with Martika.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. ENTJ is the executive. It says you are assertive and outspoken.
Okay, Martika.
They are driven to lead. She says she's a boss.
Oh,
Excellent
man.
ability to understand difficult organizational problems and create solid solutions.
Martika flirt a lot.
And well,
Martika
don't
out
let
here flirting.
him put you on the spot.
Martika, you out here flirting.
So, you're very forceful, decisive individuals. Let me see. Personal power, You love to interact with people. You want your home to be beautiful and well furnished.
She even agrees with me. Martika even said we are perceived as more flirtatious because we are more social. You're right. I get flirtatious all the time. People think I'm flirtatious because I talk to everybody. Well, I talk to everybody because I like to know about people. I get energy from being around people. It doesn't matter if they're, but I guess I should say this. I probably get energy from being around interesting people.
Well, why you call it flirting? If you very outgoing and stuff like that, you know,
It's
at
misconstrued.
the gym, you ain't out. I don't see you in the gym talking to every female, flirting. Hey, how you doing?
And you know what?
So
That's
the thing is,
true there.
So the thing
That's
is
true.
that, you know, I don't think that you just out there just flirting like that. You know,
I think maybe it might be the setting because at the gym, I that is true. At the gym, I tend to be kind of quiet and reserved because I be focused on what I'm doing probably.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of eye candy in there. You know,
Yeah.
there's some eye candy, but you know, you
I think
respect the environment.
people just perceive it different.
Yeah.
Let's go to the ENFJ.
ENFJ, what's that again?
Let me see.
ENFJ. This is
ENFJ.
sage.
Why do I feel like I should sing that song?
ENFJ.
INDEV.
Oh,
So-
yeah. That
Yeah.
part, ENFJ.
ENFJ, Carrie. So.
Oh, okay, the giver. Carrie's the giver.
strengths, your good verbal communication skills, very perceptive about people's thoughts and motives. I agree with that too.
ENFJ.
Motivational, inspirational, bring out the best in others, warm, affectionate, and some of these things I can get from you, and I haven't even met you. Able to move on after a love relationship has failed.
Carrie cool though. Carrie cool as hell.
As lovers, you make warm, committed lovers who are willing to go to great lengths for the sake of the relationship. Totally dedicated to the relationship and to their partner. You take commitment seriously.
It's
Since
interesting.
relationships are central to your life, they will be very hands-on and involved with their intimate relationships.
Watch
A
out.
lot of what I'm reading on here and what you're saying, warm is one of the ones that we both see, and we're looking at different things. Warm is one of your strongest personality, strongest
That's because
traits.
Carrie got that smile.
Empathetic, social,
She giving you hugs.
responsible,
Aww.
highly in tune to her emotion, need, and motivation of others. Okay, Parker.
So your natural partner, like mine, is the introvert, the INFP or the IS. No, well, mine is the INTP. Yours is the INFP. So you need another feeler.
Idealist.
Yeah.
So you have extrovert. So I guess extroverts, introverts kind of complement each other.
Yeah.
I wonder. So
Yeah.
if we like liken that to the I wish Latoya was here, to like the zodiac signs, could we then say that some signs are extroverted signs and introverted signs? Or is that too general? Because some people can still be.
Yeah.
I would think the Sagittarius though is always extroverted.
Martika said
Because
I need a
we're fire
carry. So my thing is this though, like, know what we know about Leos, and I'm asking you, know what you know about Leos. Mostly, that's what I would think. Most Leos gonna be
Sagittarius,
extroverts.
Extroverts, like the other fire sign. I think the Aries. I think it is. Yeah, but I don't need a feeler. I gotta have a thinker, because I'm too much of that already. We
I'm
never
a
get
Leo,
nothing
and
done.
I'm totally opposite for what you say.
That's
Oh,
true.
He's not fire. I mean,
Well, he's not
an
as he's
extrovert.
under introvert first, right?
Yeah, I'm an introvert. Yeah, I know I'm an introvert, but don't get me wrong. I can be extroverted at times.
Yeah.
But typically, I like to just. I'm an observer. You know what I'm saying? I sit back and sit in the cut, and then only speak when I have something to say. And that's why typically when I do speak, it's hard.
You going
because
hard, cold.
Yeah. It's just
Carrie says all Leos are extroverts. Pretty much.
I ain't met one that's not. Well,
Deidre,
now,
hold on, look up Deidre Coleman's ISFP.
But some people, I ain't cool. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying
You're the
this, I'm
artist.
quiet and.
Under the Star Wars
well, then maybe
spectrum.
we're or not defining extrovert,
Yeah.
introvert.
Yeah, we
It's
should-
a different type of energy.
Yeah, well, hold up. Let's
She's
you wanna
quiet.
read the definition of extrovert.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it because
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
Serious,
different type of
sensitive,
energy.
and kind.
So is that she said ISFP?
ISFP for Deidre.
Deidre?
She dislikes conflict, quiet, serious, sensitive, and
gotta
kind,
get
loyal,
odds,
and
bro.
faithful.
You
So,
gotta get odds.
warm
Hey,
hearted.
I can't read this.
Yeah,
Appreciation for beauty due to their highly developed. I don't know what that says. Highly developed.
What about relationships with Deidre? What's
highly developed sensors?
So for lovers, you are warm and giving people who have a depth of emotion and caring which is not often obvious to others, except those who know them extremely well. You're usually intense and who experience their emotions on an intense level. Although you appear to be lighthearted, they are in fact extremely serious. Unlike other SP types, people with the ISFP type desire and seek lifelong committed relationship. You got a problem with communication. With introverted feeling dominating your personality, you are more vulnerable than most to being hurt. Perhaps because of this, they tend to hold back part of themselves from others and do not always say what they think or feel.
So you're a liar. No, I was joking.
Jerk.
I'm joking.
So your match is an ESFJ or an ENFJ.
ESFJ.
ESFJ.
Oh, a
That's
giver.
a provider. ESFJ. And what's the other one?
ENFJ.
Hey, we up here solving y'all life problems right now with this
Let me
test.
tell you, this was on point for me so much. It was crazy.
Hold on. So
She likes the giver and the provider.
Martika said, "Who's a Sagittarius need to be friends?"
All right. Well, I guess all of them get all the friends today. That's good.
Martika got a group though. You gotta join her group.
Yeah, send me the link to the group, Marcia. Where's the? I'll put the links to these articles in here.
Less than 10%. You know what? There is something to talk about the population, who's who, and I think it is like there's certain percentages that are like less than certain numbers. Like the dude on the, everybody hopefully seen The Sopranos. Tony Soprano's character.
Yeah.
Less than 2% of the population are like him,
Wow.
which is a good thing.
Which part of him?
Well, the killer type of absurd, that type of guy.
Okay.
Yeah, less than 2% of the population are like him, which is a good
I
thing.
think mine's like 7%. Will Smith is an ENFP.
Carrie says she's
Dr.
less than
P, yeah.
2%. And
What's
then
the
Martika
10%?
says she's less than 10%. Hers is the Barack Obama, Michelle Obama one. Yeah. I don't know mine. Mine's
I
probably
don't know mine. I ain't checked that.
What's her name? Drew Barrymore?
Yeah.
Will Smith. So I got a lot of comedians in mine.
Mm.
Extroverted comedians.
So right now with everybody doing this, hopefully you guys took that test, the 16 personality test. There's another test I want you to take.
Put my phone down. Yep.
The BDS.
Reggie, get off. Hang up right now.
My phone,
Reggie, stay on.
Ain't
My
no
phone
getting
battery
back.
went
So-
out. I can't take the test
We
right
had
now.
fun with this test here, the Myers-Briggs test, right?
Do it.
I need y'all to go ahead and go. Can you please put the link in the comments?
No.
The BDSM
No, we gotta take it.
test.
They gotta take it.
geez.
That
Put
test
that
ain't
in the
even
comments.
long. Matter of fact, what I want y'all to do right now is if you are listening to this, go ahead and take the test and come back, put your results on there. We need to know who you are.
This is too telling.
Now, the
Oh.
BDSM test.
Maybe you need to know who you are too.
Let me break down what that test is. Now, I'm going to my phone right now to tell y'all, because I already know who I am in the BDSM test.
Yeah, where you see all that?
I already know who I am. It
This
lets
stuff right
test the kink out of you.
Yeah,
That's what the BDSM test does.
Yeah.
It wants to know how kinky you are and also how you relate to other people's kink. So I ain't telling in public.
Come on, Carrie.
Don't be scared.
Come on, Carrie.
Why you got your phone plugged in? Yo, like you go to bed.
Oh, don't be trying to get people off of this. No, please take the BDSM test. I will definitely share. I guess let me first break down some of the information about the test. Oh Lord, I expected that to pop up.
Wrong site.
No, it's the right site. I just let me.
Jesus.
That I wasn't expecting to pop up. Let me make sure I get the actual meaning and
So
what
I
it means
tried
to
to
y'all.
open this link at work on my computer, not thinking what it was, and it blocked the site. I'm like, what kind of crap?
So here are the different labels that you can be in the BDSM. There's called the all-rounder, the switch, degrader, the sadist, the master, the mistress, the daddy, the mommy, the vanilla, the dominant, the rigger, the brat tamer, the primal hunter, the pervert, the boy, the girl, the primal, the prey, the brat, the non-monogamous, the voyeur, the masochist,
Yes.
the exhibitionist, the grade E, the slave, the experimentalist, the rope bunny. Oh my gosh, and the submissive.
What's the rope bunny?
So, did you put the link to the test?
I put it in there. I put it in there.
Matter of fact, because the test is so fast, I'm gonna go ahead and click on start.
I don't know what the rope. We need to find. Also, we need to say what the definition of these are too. Cause
I think the rope bunny is somebody tie you
rope
up.
bunny. That sounds like
Okay.
You trying to trap a rabbit? That's what I'm thinking. But I'm just saying.
The BDSM is bondage, dominance, sadism. That's what the BDSM stands for: bondage, dominance, submissive, of course, and sadism. So,
And please be honest.
so let me break down. I guess I can break down each type, but I mean, it's very hard to kind of go through all these. A lot of them. So it's better if you take the test and then put up what you are. Now, for those that are scared to put up what, I'm gonna tell you what I am. Matter of fact, I'll take the test again, right? Even though I know what I am, it's not gonna change. I'll be honest.
Let's have Autumn do hers.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm a switch. I'm a 96% switch.
Come on,
Switch.
I'm
Oh, I can tell you what switch is.
Hey, explain.
No, I'll tell you what a switch is. Let me
I
take.
can read it. I can read it for myself.
You gonna change words?
I can read it verbatim.
You gonna change
Switches
words?
like to switch. Always taking a dominant or top position is not for them. Neither is always taking a submissive or bottom position. Some prefer to switch with the same partner or partners. Others have a dominant play partner and a submissive play partner. But in either case, they do not fit one end point of the spectrum. Switches typically match well with other switches. So I got 96% with that. I got 59% vanilla, 50% submissive, and 47% rope bunny.
Okay, so explain to me, for those whose
ain't
phone
explaining
battery went out, what is a rope bunny?
Ones like to be tied up.
Okay, and
Okay, I'm still lost on the switch. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that means switch in the sense that you like to be aggressive or be submissive. Okay, that's
she like to be. She don't want to feel too dominated, so she want to get on top and do her thing or whatever.
And you vanilla too?
Yeah.
What does vanilla mean?
Standard, regular old sex.
Okay.
Missionary.
Okay.
You ain't doing nothing too kinky. Routine.
Okay.
That's not what that means.
Yes, it does. It says vanilla people enjoy regular standard sex and relationship models. Nothing wrong with that as long as you're having fun. How you gonna tell? I took this test before.
It's so boring.
Because
You just don't like the way Autumn doesn't like.
boring.
Autumn doesn't like the way
Look,
it sounds.
If
It's-
you a
it's not
vanilla,
true to
you
her.
okay with me. It's all right.
Be you.
Now, I want you take your test, LM.
My phone battery.
Okay, well
You
my
better
phone
take
works.
that
Let me try yours then.
That's a
Let me try-
charger right here.
Okay.
I think this is your charger.
That's my charge.
You're not
my charge.
being. Yeah, you definitely
gotta
being an
enjoy-
extrovert right now. Definitely. Hell yeah.
Okay,
Give it to me. Let me try this.
there you go.
You took it already.
I
did
didn't take
not.
that one.
I started to. My phone battery went. I promise. I won't play like that. Don't
Duke,
do
you
that.
take it yet?
Yeah, I took it.
What you come back as, Duke?
You got to name all the percentages and all that.
Yeah.
Dominant, switch,
Uh-oh, interconnection being
What
lost.
percentage are you in dominant?
70%. Switch, I don't know what that is. 61% vanilla, 49% brat tamer, 47%
What
exhibitionist,
is a brat tamer?
Yeah. What is this?
46 master.
Where are those definitions?
Yeah. Fine.
Oh, go to the test again. I'll show you exactly where they at. Go to the BDSM test.
46 voyeur,
Just type in BDSM test.
46 submissive, 43 daddy.
So the thing about the test, you're on a spectrum of all these different things.
Sorry.
Type in BDSM test.
I'm just.
Why you got all this other stuff on your phone? What you be googling?
What?
What you be googling, Autumn?
She got pop.
Hey,
She got pop-ups.
her privacy filter
Is this
is not on.
is this
no,
the-
I'm messing with you. I'm
is this
messing. No,
off
no,
the
no.
camera?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
like receivers.
You got a dirty ass phone. Phone dirty as phone. Phone too dirty. You type in B all type of shit.
She ain't acting.
Her phone
She ain't
too
acting
perverted
right now.
Her phone too perverted. Okay, no, I'm joking. No, they. Go ahead. Come on.
You embarrassed.
Come on, Disney phone.
Oh,
Come on, Disney phone.
Oh man.
Disney phone. Come on. Just type in
Okay.
BDSM test.
He looking too. He
Click
looking
on
hard.
it. And then go to scroll up. Okay, right there was the archetypes. Right there, archetypes. Scroll down. And that's all the names right there. That's all of them.
All right.
So what'd you get again? Dude?
Robot. Oh.
No, we know you're a rope bunny. Don't be
I'm so sick of
ashamed.
you tonight.
Don't be ashamed. I'm just saying. Be a rope bunny.
Lord have mercy.
I know, Deidre, some of these questions, yes. Answer all the questions, and y'all gotta post what y'all are.
There's some real R. Kelly questions up in there.
See now, why you gotta go there?
Yeah.
Look,
I saw
I'm gonna tell you this.
bodily fluids in the mouth.
You can
Like, what the
no. So let me explain something to you. R. Kelly was doing underage women. What he was doing with them was still, if that's your, I'm gonna say this real quick. If this is your sexual preference to deal with the age women, appropriate age women, and they like to be peed on, and you like to pee on them, that's fine.
This thing said exactly a urinal. It said putting their bodily fluids in your mouth.
Some people like that. Some people like that. I can't log off there.
You're gonna help me, Carrie. Please don't leave me.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Some people like, I was about to say something wrong. Some people like interesting ways to get. I'm gonna say like this. As long as your moral compass is not to hurt anybody, whatever you do sexually, do that. Be you. I don't put like this. I don't judge what anybody do to get off.
Listen.
Only thing I do judge is if you're hurting somebody.
You drawing blood. One of the questions is, do you like seeing your partner bleed?
But then what if the other person likes to bleed for their partner?
That's some sick shit.
Let me ask you this then. Watch her face change when I ask this question. Watch this, y'all. You like to be choked? Thank you. Let's go. Read the results. Let's go. You see how she was? Reggie.
Thank you, Reggie.
Reggie, where you at? Reggie.
I'm just playing.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Reggie, get on there, Reggie. You see how she got quiet? See, some people like certain things, and it's okay. Don't she over here nervous?
Don't pack up and leave. Come on, now.
I feel attacked.
She nervous. Don't feel attacked. I was asking simple questions.
Carrie, help me.
No, it's a real. So look at this. Like I was saying before, I don't care what you do to get off. As long as you ain't hurting nobody and you open-minded with the person that you with, it's totally cool. Be you, boo boo. Just don't be, but be open about it. So if you like to, so my first experience ever, and ain't even my experience, is me being like close to something like that. I remember in college, and folks who went to college with me know who I'm talking about. It was a dude that used to record porn. But he was the one that they would let go down and then eventually get peed on by the girl. So I first saw that and I thought, how? How is that something you like doing?
I'm not looking at you.
But he liked doing it. And if you like doing that, then be that person. Now me personally, I don't, I don't dig it down like that. I don't, bodily fluids, I really can't even take if you sweat on me. That's like, I'm the one having the towel like, ooh, baby, you need this. That's me. I really can't do sweat on my face, on my body from you. Let's turn the air conditioning up or something. You know what I'm saying? We knew what we went in the bedroom to do. Let's go ahead and know if this is gonna happen. We're gonna turn the air conditioning up. So bodily fluids, I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? Now,
can we ask y'all what y'all got?
Now, I'm still taking tests. Go ahead.
Now, hood wise, I ain't gonna lie. We could bring some Kool-Aid in the mix. You know what I'm saying? We could bring some, maybe not no hot wax, because I don't like pain during sex.
Kool-Aid.
You ain't never had sex with Kool-Aid?
No.
Really?
No. What kind of ghetto mess?
You didn't see that?
Like I said,
Don't be a menace.
You pouring Kool-Aid?
The quiz told me what I already know.
What about the chocolate? Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate, Kool-Aid, whipped
you
cream.
talking about Kool-Aid? I never heard of that.
So y'all ain't never seen that scene from Don't Be a Menace off drinking your juice.
I've seen the scene.
He poured Kool-Aid in her belly button and slurped it out.
Yeah, but that's not.
That's not sexy? That's cool.
Exactly. Deidre, ask him a question.
I tried the hot wax once. But
I did not try the hot wax, brother. I do not like pain.
I tried it once, but
first of all, I see fire in my body. That shit don't work. Like, hell no. The fuck you think? Gonna drop that on me? Hey, you ever had a motherfucker microwave? No, microwave. Hell no.
Deidre, exactly. Kool-Aid.
Look, that is a question mark. It don't say she don't like that. I don't know. She might be like, oh, how you know about that? Question mark about me. How you know about that? Get some Kool-Aid with some extra sugar. See if that don't work.
Hot wax is not. It's not gonna burn. Like it's not gonna hurt.
How you know, Parker? What's the test link? Just go to BDSM test. It's the only test that's out there. I guarantee you. B as in boy, D as in dog, S as in Sam, M as in Mary. BDSM test.org is the only one out there. So y'all figure. I mean, I can tell y'all what I am because I'm that way all day long. Can you read when I give them? Can you read out the definition?
Let me put you out there real quick.
Oh, you can, because I'm 100%. I'm a daddy dom. I'm a daddy dominant. What's a daddy dominant? You got that on there?
I didn't see that one.
Reggie, Brat Tamer, Primal Hunter, 99% Switch. I wonder why y'all got along. That Will Smith on Switch.
Let me go find the Brat Tamer. I'm gonna tell you if you're lying or not, Will.
See, that's why. See, don't get personal on Reggie.
No,
Reggie.
I'm not. Okay, Brat Tamers are in essence dominants who enjoy handling bratty submissive. They find disobedience a form of playfulness.
No wonder y'all got along.
They find disobedience a form of playfulness from the side of the submissive rather than a form of rudeness.
No wonder y'all.
I'm gonna need you to let me finish.
No wonder y'all was. See, that tell me everything I need to know. I'm a dom mistress.
They will not take
Martika.
offense to it. Yeah, you are a Brat Tamer.
Hold on. What? Okay. So
Daddy
wait a minute.
okay.
No.
Daddy
What did Parker? I ain't got my phone with me. But what Parker said? Oh, Parker, you're not a daddy dom. You're talking about me being a daddy dom. Martika was a dom mistress.
So these say daddy mommy.
That's because it's daddy or mommy.
Yeah, but I didn't
female.
see daddy dom.
Well, no, you read daddy and then you read dom. Yeah.
So daddy mommies take on a caretaker role in the relationship, being a guide.
In my case, it's daddy just means male or female. I'm the daddy.
Daddy mommies dominate their little treasure submissive with an iron fist and a velvet glove. Much cuddly and affectionate on the outside while being as sturdy and hard on the inside as other dominants. Using control, subtle psychological mechanisms other than brute power.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Dom
is where?
No, dominance on there somewhere. But yeah, I'm a daddy dom all day.
Okay, dominants like to be in charge. Some like to have their partner obey them without questioning.
Yes. Keep going. Obey without question.
You just want to go in on her today. Don't get her started.
Hey,
she got a nice little line.
I had her when I said choke. When I said choke, I had her right then and there. She had nothing else to say.
Go ahead. You did get quiet when you said the choke thing.
I was throwing off guard. I saw something on your phone, just threw me off.
My phone is off. The battery dead. It couldn't have been my phone.
All right.
Talking about.
So, some like to have their partner obey them without questioning. Others like resistance while taking it their way.
A little bit of resistance. A little
Some
bit.
are dominant only in the bedroom. Others are dominant throughout their daily life as well, usually with limitations. Unlike the top roles, being dominant is more about who decides what happens than about the content of what happens.
Okay, so Martika says she got rigor and she loves ropes. What's rigor?
Yeah, riggers like to tie up and restrain their partners using rope and or other attributes, chains, cuffs, spreader bars. Whether for sexual enhancement, for art, or just for fun, they enjoy having their partners completely at their mercy.
Go on, Martika. Got that rigor personality going. You took the test, right? Oh, we already went over yours, right? We went on theirs. Hey, this BDSM test, I'm gonna tell you like this. It sounds crazy at first, but if you actually really want to know yourself and actually really want to know probably type of sexual field trips you should have with people, this will tell you right here.
A sexual field trip.
Because people just don't know themselves. People don't realize in the bedroom.
Why?
She likes tired people. He talking about somebody else. Nope, this ain't all about you. He talking about somebody in the comments.
Okay.
But if you really want to know about yourself and know what kind of
She's too much. This is too close. Okay. It's too intimate.
If you ever want to know yourself, take this test.
What's wrong?
Too much.
Parker, the brat.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted
Read the brat.
the yearly salary ring.
Read the brat for me. I want to know what the brat is.
It's Miss Parker.
Yeah, it's Parker actually, bro. I won't correct you though. I won't go correct you.
Where is it? The brat.
The brat.
The brat. Brats
That's
are,
right, Martika. If you answer correctly, this quiz is accurate. Go ahead. She's 100%
Brats
brat.
are, in essence, naughty submissive. They find disobedience a form of playfulness rather than letting their dominant down, and require a compatible dominant who will not only teach them a lesson, but also accept that any number of lessons might still not necessarily change his behavior.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, somebody says somebody on the right look familiar. Which right? Because I don't know which is right you talking about. You talking about the right over there? big dude.
And how far right?
Or the right over here, because you got two big bald-headed dudes on the right.
I'm talking about this right because it would have addressed you directly.
Come on, you done with that touch yet, brother?
I'm still working on this. Say I'm 55%.
Done?
From being, done. 55% done.
So why
maybe I'm getting the long version.
While they
I'm getting
finishing the test, I'm gonna tell you how I came across this test.
He said a 12-inch.
Oh Lord, I ain't got nothing to say to that one. So the way I came across this test is I was dealing with somebody who really was in tune with who they were, 100%. They knew they were a submissive, and they had an idea of who I was. So I took the test for them, and I found out exactly. I mean, we matched that way. So the one thing I will say about this test, I know it's kind of kinky and it's kind of like ooh-wee, whatever, but think about it. If you can't talk about this stuff with your mate, then what's you in the bedroom with him for anyway? So you should be able to talk about this type of stuff. Just because you like ropes on me, you want to be tied up like you see on the internet, you might just want to be like your wrist tied up a little bit and held behind the bed, and that just be it. Or you might want the whole rope thing where your wrists are tied up and the rope goes underneath the bed and you by your feet and everything. Doesn't matter. Whatever you like is what you like.
Airborne.
Airborne. Okay, didn't know about that one. That wasn't even an example I gave. But you may have a sex room in your house. Whatever. And whatever, like I said before, whatever gets you to that point, as long as you ain't hurting nobody and they're of the appropriate age and the person that you're with is okay with it, it's alright. What's that movie that came out that made all that money that all the women love?
Magic Mike?
50 Shades.
50 Shades.
Okay.
Y'all, that was some lollipop type sex they was having, honestly. They was trying to make it seem like it was intense.
I never seen that.
I never seen it either, but I heard about it.
They tried to match it up with the book because the book was a real big deal, but it wasn't like.
And I think the book was more intense than the movie.
It was,
because the movie they had to still make R-rated or whatever.
Yeah, they had to make it to the movie. So
some of the stuff they were doing, like some people, in all honesty, like 50 Shades of Grey for some of y'all might be like, oh yeah, he held me, he put handcuffs on me or whatever. That's cool, but then some people like, you know what? He picked me up in the air, and to them they might, oh shoot, they might feel that. Oh, I got what did
That's a voyeur. 73% Deidre.
Voyeurs people like to watch. She was a switch though. Also, she likes to switch from being aggressive to the aggressor.
Hedonism.
That's nice too.
Yeah.
What was you still hitting it?
74%.
Done?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I got the club. I got the extended version for the club.
You got what about you, Duke? What you come out with?
I thought I repeated mine, man.
Oh, you did say yours. You did.
He was a dominant.
He was a dominant. Yeah. It's a good test to take though. And it's also a good test to take with your mate if y'all at that point. Matter of fact, before y'all have sex, take that test. For real.
Nah, man, it poses expectations.
Does it?
Yeah.
I would think so.
Would you think so? You go in it and then okay.
But I'd imagine if that's the expectation, I might know right then and there we're not gonna work because I probably won't get along with another dominant. You can't be dominant if I'm dominant.
It might teach you new things.
That's the problem. That right there, we lost dominance right there. We lost my dominance right there in the fact you're gonna teach me. You're gonna teach me. I'm the dominant one. I teach you.
Why you have to get the accent over there?
I teach you.
You know you American. Go somewhere with that.
No. But the thing is, you going as a dominant, you still be passive if you read that thing. If
only passive.
She give you favors and whatnot, you ain't. But you gonna be like, nah, I gotta be in control.
Because I expect those favors though.
But then you being submissive.
No, not from getting my favors met. If my thing is like I'm a dominant, I'm telling you what you should do for me to satisfy me, then I'm the one dominating that relationship, and that person that's a submissive is wanting to do those things.
Yeah, but you're not in control.
Okay, a false sense of control me? Maybe you saying?
You're not in control.
I give you that because the person I dated was a submissive and I was a dominant, and I felt like because if I said I wanted something, she wanted to do that for me.
Yeah, but you're not in control. You're getting some special attention. You know what I'm saying?
You sure aren't. So that's not dominant. That's
exactly.
But
the woman is dominating at that point.
But wait a minute, it goes to my. So this kind of like Martika said, this kind of your sexual connection can kind of be ruined if you don't know what you're into. But for me, I felt dominant because if I knew I wanted something, the willingness of someone to give me what I want was my control that I needed. I didn't need to control what they were doing, but as long as I had the willingness to say, they had the willingness to give me what I asked for, then I was happy. So maybe in certain people, being dominant means that you being willing to give me what I want.
But if you feel it, if it's feeling good and she stopped, you be like, yo.
Oh, she wouldn't stop.
But I'm just saying, man, you still it's a little bit submissive. The dominant state, that definition, read that definition out.
Dominant?
Yeah.
Because Martika had that point, but then Deidre just said she's not dominant.
So dominant again
Got me up this way so I can hear
is
you.
dominants like to be in charge. Some like to have their partner obey them without questioning.
Yep.
Others like some resistance while taking it their way.
Okay.
Some are dominant only in the bedroom, so there's different levels. Others are dominant throughout their daily life as well, usually with limitations. Cody, I want to see what you didn't tell me your Myers-Briggs test or your BDSM. Cody, a freak, boy. I'm telling you.
When do you know that test score?
Unlike the top roles giving pain, bondage, or degradation, being dominant is more about who decides what happens.
Thank you.
And takes the responsibility that comes with it.
Okay.
Than about the content of what happens.
That's me then.
So yeah, you're the decision.
That's what you
maker.
said, but that's definitely it.
And he will take the consequence of losing control if she were to submit him like a jiu-jitsu.
They said, Autumn, what are your results? Reggie want to know. So, Twan's in.
Twan's results are in. Let's go to his
All right,
results.
what's your results, sir?
All right. It says.
No.
World wants to
Yes.
know.
Oh, you got the definition thing on there? It says 91% voyeur.
You like to
You
watch.
like watching people and stuff?
Why you
Hey, I
why
do
you
like
saying
it.
so judgy? Like you like why you
If I'm at a hotel,
You be watching,
a
bro?
hotel room, I like to watch.
Oh,
Or
yes.
if I want to hear somebody upstairs, okay, I'm gonna listen. I ain't gonna front on that.
Okay, what else you got?
Primal Hunter, 63%.
Okay, that's one I haven't seen yet. So
Oh yeah, let's read Primal because I don't remember what that is.
nobody got slave.
Nah.
Okay, you're a hunter, you said?
Yeah.
Primals are mainly focused on their natural instincts, and they enjoy letting their inner animal out during sex. So you be howling and growling. And
Now, I don't know about the howling and growling, but I be trying to get to that target, that bullseye. I be trying to get it in there.
She made you into a werewolf.
The goal is to get it as far as I
Give me that DMX bark,
Lord.
baby.
can. You asked, I tell.
The key part for primals play is that the participants show their raw emotional sexual feelings during play. All of the labels, roles, and protocols go out the window, and the prey can become a snarling, growling,
The prey, not me.
clawing animal hell-bent on getting away from the predator. You.
Reggie was a primal hunter too.
56% is master, mistress. I didn't even answer none of those questions like it should. But what's that?
It just means you're a master. It's either one, so you're the master on this one.
I definitely ain't a mistress.
No, there's no. For
So-
it's a
I am
male,
a
it's
boy.
master.
A boy.
It's a dominant position either way.
Okay.
So, masters receive complete control over the life of their slaves and all responsibilities that come with it. They go a step further than dominance in the sense that their power exchange. Wait a minute. I'm looking at you differently.
Hey, go ahead, look
Really?
at me
That's how you
differently.
gonna do it?
Look at me differently.
Their power exchange is present 24/7 and in all aspects of their life, except for negotiated exceptions such as during their office jobs. Their primary focus is to create a stable and safe environment for their slaves to allow optimal servitude. So you manipulate the slave to get exactly what you want.
I don't manipulate. I'll be honest.
He manipulates.
Like, hey,
It says
I tell them later on.
He be
so.
taking it.
He
don't
be
let
laying
you
out
that.
snacks.
Oh, really, Carrie?
Hey,
You ain't gonna share?
I do what you like. I give what I want.
Share
You
that
lay it
test,
out.
Carrie. Give us at least one of your answer. One of your
Give us the
dominance.
top one.
It
Give me
says
the one that you're at least about anywhere from
55%.
75 to 100% in.
55% is vanilla. What?
That means you ain't on nothing, bro.
This means you like
casual.
Reggie's
Yeah.
a brat tamer,
Okay.
of course.
But see, I
Cody-
don't know about that one.
And not sharing's cool. Me neither. Cody. So Reggie's a brat tamer, but Cody ain't sharing. He up here. He basically co-signed on Carrie not sharing.
Come on, Cody.
y'all.
Come on, y'all.
Sharing
This is
honor.
fun.
Because I don't think he heard yours. He must have been off when he heard yours.
Oh no, I'm not. Why? Why?
Y'all need to
already
share.
You
know.
just go ahead and rewind this
He
when it's
already
over, and
knows.
you can see what Autumn said.
Y'all go ahead and
Okay.
share. We ain't gonna judge. This is a
Mine
judgment-free
again.
zone. It's just the internet.
Mine again.
It's on there for
That's
life.
the internet for judge you.
It's a time capsule. There you go, sir.
Thank you, sir.
My top three again is 96% switch, 59% vanilla, and 50% submissive.
Okay.
Now you know, but you already know these things. Just be quiet, okay?
I ain't got nothing to say on that one. I ain't gonna jump on y'all stuff.
You a little feisty today. What's going
Cause
on?
keep asking questions.
Now, so
used to saying you like.
there's always a
No, I'm doing her.
negative. There's always a negative tone when people talk about being kinky. But let's be honest, we all like what we like.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some things we like in the bedroom that you have to be open up, because you know what? If you don't tell somebody what you like in the bedroom, then don't be mad. Or if you can't tell them what you like in the bedroom, or you feel you can't talk to them, that's gonna lead to cheating.
Because you're not being pleased the way that
Did
you want to be
share
pleased.
your results, Carrie?
Carrie, you didn't share your results. What we were saying about you. Share your results.
Top 3.
Top 3. Give us your top 3. That's all we ask for. Everybody at least post your top 3. And you'll be surprised. Finding this out about yourself, like Martika was saying, will help you find the person that you're going to deal with. Because I recommend taking this with them before y'all have sex. Because 2 dominants and 2 masters and 2 mistresses, they ain't going to work.
Yeah.
Y'all going to fight for power. For real.
Hey, I did see that I did see the same question board at the one time about using somebody for a urinal. I was like, wait a minute.
That's a real thing.
I thought
though.
you already, but they had. It seemed like I had already read that question. I'm like, okay, so it must be a blatant attempt to get you to.
Well, you're going. It's like the personality test. They ask you questions like several different ways.
I agree. They just ask in a different way.
I mean, I look at it like this: if you like that type of stuff, you like that type of stuff. That's
You
all right.
can't help what you like. That's who you are.
Come on, Carrie.
That's what makes
Carrie
you
over here teasing us, talking about her
She got
top 3
all
is
that
too much.
fluff.
It's too much for you, or too much for us to know. I just want to know. We told you ours. Come on, Terry.
We want to know.
Come on, Carrie.
Give us one clue.
Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig.
Vanilla.
R. Kelly. Oh shoot! I made a mistake and read that like Carrie put that up. I thought Carrie put R. Kelly. Okay, so we talking about I'm not
submissive?
dominant. Okay, so you're submissive, or you're what's the girl? You're probably the girl. Read the girl, boy, girl.
It asked if you wanted to act as a what?
She's probably a submissive girl.
Go back to the previous comment. Somebody just
Somebody said she probably wants to be submissive. She's probably submissive, and then someone said the question actually said, Martika said the question said, do you want to be used as a urinal?
Yeah.
So one question is, do you like using people as a urinal? And do you want to be used as You're telling yours won't help the argument in me sharing.
You know what? Come on, Carrie.
What's a girl?
So, littles, girls and boys, are submissive spirits that mix childlike innocence with naughty sexual curiosity.
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Exhibitionist?
But like this, you never exhibitionist. I don't know. I guess you never know what somebody's real thing is.
Who is
because
Marcia?
Martika. That's what it meant to say.
Oh, dang.
So Martika said the question was different than what we read it as. It was, do you like to be used as a urinal? Now,
Yes, 2 different.
I seen that one too.
if you want to be, I mean, that's your thing.
If that's what you want, that means who's to tell you what's wrong?
You
They got
leak on
8 million clubs and meetups. And
I ain't judging you.
Do your thing.
I ain't judging. I'm just saying, for me personally, that's just not good.
Who's that?
No, we just speaking in general.
Oh,
Nobody specifically. We just saying.
I'm about to say,
Some people like that stuff. They really do.
Somebody disclose that?
Hey, and some of y'all basing y'all personality types and then turn into y'all whole BDSM types. You'll be surprised that some of y'all that might be the giver might also be the people that might be submissive too. You know,
That's
because
true.
you might want to be like
That's
that.
true.
Oh, Carrie's a brat.
Carrie, are you either a brat or a submissive?
Well, she's definitely submissive because she
not
says she's not a dominant.
And she said she's not a child. Like,
So she ain't a girl. She's not a dominant. My key thought you weren't judging. Thought we weren't. We ain't judging. We ain't judging at all. So I mean, when it comes to this type of test, like I said before, make sure you share this with your mate before you have sex. And shoot, share it with your no, I ain't gonna say that. But share it with your mama.
I was hoping you wouldn't about. I was like, is he really gonna say that? I hope he didn't say that.
I'm 100% joking. That's just your mama.
Man.
so one I did not see is called an age player.
Yeah, what's that?
And an age player likes to play with age as part of the kink. They typically take on a much younger or older age than they actually are,
Nah.
or prefer playing with a partner.
I already
that
feel
does so.
old. I already feel old.
I feel like if you want that, you get somebody
Pacifiers, coloring
that's
books,
older.
speaking in more childlike language.
That's too much. Deidre's 100% switch, 91% void. Deidre like to watch and 70% dominant. Watch out now. Deidre, you watching?
I like to watch too, Deidre. Don't feel bad about it, sugar.
Hey, so let me ask you this question then. So people that are voyeurs, how much porn do you watch? Real talk. If you're a voyeur out there, how much porn do you actually watch?
porn. I watch porn.
How much though?
What's your barometer?
Oh, I really don't have one.
Every day.
In a week.
In a week?
No, every day. Just,
Every
during the week, yeah.
every other day? Every day, every
Yes,
other day.
Mr.
Something
Sherrod,
like
this
that.
is what we're
So
talking
every other day, If you're a voyeur, you probably watch porn every other day. But when you watch porn, you're probably not even watching porn to get off. Oh, she said, yep, every other day, Deidre?
Yeah. Every day, every other day. Could be for me.
We're not being too freaky.
That's, yeah,
What's up, cuz?
Sherrod, yeah,
That's my cousin.
it's a freaky show tonight.
Yes, sir.
We talking about personality types. That's it.
You missed the first part when we were talking about personality.
Martique, you watch porn daily? Okay. So, here's the thing about voyeurs. If you're watching porn daily, every other day, are you actually watching to get off? Or for the entertainment of it?
Sometimes to get off, in my
Sometimes you're
opinion.
getting tips.
Sometimes the entertainment, sometimes to get off.
Okay, and I'm just asking that question in general because I'm not a voyeur, so I wouldn't know. I know me, if I'm watching porn,
I am. Me.
it's for a purpose. That's the end of it. The only thing I don't know if I could watch porn like, look at that girl go. Like, she's an all-star.
Man.
Another question, my test was
So,
oh,
Parker
99%.
said 99% voyeur, but she's not into porn.
She like he.
Okay, so if you're not into porn, then are you into... Okay,
Now,
next
she
question.
can probably like hedonism or temptation resort.
Or recording yourself.
Yeah. But if she going on vacation, she probably would like to go to a hedonism camp, naked resorts, and she can just sit back and...
Or like one of them states or them cities,
Yeah.
the beaches and
Well,
stuff.
they got one in the grill, right? Hedonism. You ever heard of it? You know?
Yeah.
You don't know what hedonism is? It's like people go out there and
just wanna be naked.
They have a naked part and they have a
It's
proof.
a free spirit area.
Mm-hmm.
No
Yeah.
judgment zone.
And it's
So-
adult
Don't only yet. So hedonism is in Jamaica usually, and what happens is a lot of people actually go there to have a lot of good fun.
Yeah.
The thing about it is people. It's not just all sex. Sometimes it's just more like enjoying your own body and enjoying it around other people, and not necessarily having sex every day. You might just go there to, be flirtatious or whatever. But along with voyeurism,
You don't care about people looking at your ass naked.
no. Along with voyeurism, I believe voyeurism has to do with watching and also probably performing, right? Like you don't mind being.
I thought
in front of the camera.
watching.
But you
He
also
said
like to
voyeurism.
be.
Oh.
Yeah, voyeurism.
So
He said
voyeurs
voyeurism.
enjoy watching the nakedness or sexual activity of other people. Definitions vary with respect to whether those being watched should be aware of this or not.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting. I like watching myself. Okay.
I like watching myself too. I like mirrors.
I had nothing to say to that.
I like mirrors.
I had to shut up.
Parker, you got him on the side.
Hey, I didn't
Y'all
know
be
this.
speeches
I
as
didn't
hell.
know this. I didn't know this.
His whole
But I
extrovert
had,
changed.
I had this. It was this chick that I had sex
my
with
goodness.
in my early 20s.
Long time ago.
She had,
long time ago.
She had a mirror
Hey, yo.
above the bed, and I had never seen nothing like that. It completely turned me out.
Hey, Martika, she know Hedo. She know what Hedo is.
Oh, yeah, she know.
She know that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't we have another test to take?
Let's finish it. We ain't even talking about this one. What has gotten into you tonight?
So, back to
Hey,
porn. I wasn't done with my porn questions. I was
Okay.
not done with my porn questions
Okay.
with voyeurs.
Porn
So,
questions.
back to porn. So, when we figure out, obviously, entertaining or watching yourself, whatever. My question is this. With voyeurs, when it comes to watching porn, now, what?
Tell you.
Private
read the
group chat
question.
in a
Go
minute.
ahead, go ahead.
No, this is how we do. So, when it comes to watching porn, though, are you watching? Well, actually, let me phrase this question the right way. Are you watching couples, or do you prefer to watch maybe just same sex or opposite sex? I don't know how to actually frame it.
So you mean which categories?
Okay,
Would you
here's
like
an
to
example.
watch,
I'm gonna
or-
frame it on myself. Me personally, if I'm going to watch any porn, it's gonna have to be two women. Point blank. That's it.
Really?
Can't be nothing swinging in that. And I don't even watch porn often. I'm just putting that out there. But I'd imagine some voyeurs, women probably watch other women, or women probably watch women. And I don't know. That's all right. We'll get back to that question. That might be too deep for y'all to actually post on here.
They said the after show, huh? She said
After show. y'all already trying to put this on the after show.
Somebody said we need a private group for this talk. You know what I'm saying? Hey, temptation resort in Mexico. I heard.
I would
about
have been more open to talking about this than women are.
I don't know.
As far as openness.
All right, let me move to.
And I'm not taking a stab at nobody. I'm just one.
Let me move to the next. Let me move to the next test. So we had 3 tests tonight. Obviously, the first one was going to be the Myers Briggs. The next one was obviously the BDSM test. The very last one is the social. It's not awkwardness. What is it? What did I call it on the
Anxiety.
social anxiety test?
Oh, I ain't take that one.
So the social anxiety test is on psycom.net. .net. PSYCOM.net.
And Autumn is going to
Social anxiety test self-assessment.
What is it now?
The social anxiety test self-assessment. So that is the PsyCom. That's PSYCOM.net. Now, this is the first question. Do you feel anxious or panicky before social situations? Now, obviously, this test, I think, this is actually a fast, it's like a short test. So please, I want everybody, go to PSYCOM.com and take this test. It's real short, and it kind of gives an idea of how you are with social anxiety. And I want to share, I know for me, this type of test I know for myself, I ain't got to take. I already know what my response is. 100%. And the reason I know it is because obviously I've been in these situations before, and I've actually taken tests like this. Me personally, I think with the invention of the internet, it's actually led more people to be a little bit more outgoing because of the fact of who they can be behind the computer. Prior to the blast of social media the way it is now, you would see people on certain sites, but they wouldn't be as outgoing. I mean, think about how we date nowadays. There used to be like, what's that movie that came out with Tom Hanks and that one girl was like a dating movie, Hello Philadelphia or something like that?
Sleepless in Seattle?
Sleepless in Seattle. Remember that movie was about how they met online, but it wasn't really online. It wasn't like through like pen pal. They didn't really meet the same way. Email.
AOL,
You got mail.
Through AOL. Think about how dating has changed. So when it talks about your social type of who you are, anxiety, that's kind of gone away for a lot of people because we date differently, we talk differently, we interact differently. We enjoy seeing pictures and videos of people, and we enjoy sending pictures and videos of people within our own space. We think what we record on this phone right here is only seen by us, but then it's seen by somebody else. But it's easy when it's only seen by you. You can share with other people. So that's led for other people to be a little bit much more of outside of themselves online.
He mixed the movies up, didn't he, Carrie?
I know, right? Hello, Philadelphia. I don't know what it was.
No, Philadelphia is a movie about him and he had AIDS.
I remember Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. I know what it was. One of them Tom Hanks movies. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Philadelphia with
he's
Tom
like the
Hanks
white
and,
Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna be honest.
And Denzel Washington. Okay.
Exactly. So, Autumn, did you take the test?
Mm-hmm.
What was your social?
I need to.
What was little to know?
Little to no anxiety.
Little to no anxiety.
Yep, your results. Little or no indication of social anxiety disorder.
Okay. So are you one to walk into a social setting? Oh, yeah, you are one to go to like. So for me, I'm one to go to events that we set up online and actually go there and be there. Oh, you need to take the test?
Yeah, I need to take the test. Phone battery low.
There you go.
Super low.
There it is right there.
So low, it's off.
So yeah, you are one to kind of be in those social settings, not be bothered. Plus, you're also able to speak out in groups and stuff like that. Dude, you take the test?
Yeah, I took it.
What you get?
I got mild indication of social anxiety disorder.
Okay.
Social phobia.
So that kind of.
Yeah, like I said, I like to play the background. I ain't,
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be up in the mix.
That makes sense because you're more of an introvert anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Cody just took the other test.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you get? An ENT?
Now I'm curious about him because he's a different character.
Cody's ENT
I
what?
love Cody. ENTJA.
He's an executive.
Let me read that.
A is assertive. So he's an ENT, he's extrovert, and he's the executive.
ENTJ. Okay. Yep, assertive and outspoken. Natural born leaders. They live in a world of possibilities where they see all sorts of challenges to be surmounted, and they want to be the ones responsible for surmounting them. They have a drive for leadership, which is well served.
Why when you read that sounded sexual?
Behind their quick
surmounted. Surmounted.
It basically just gives this. It doesn't give.
Yeah, that's what gives you right in the needle.
Okay.
So you right there in the middle of the needle, which makes sense because you'll go either way you got to.
So
Reggie got little or no indication. So look, Reggie and you got the same type of level. Man, you guys are a match. You guys should have dated or something. Cody got smiled.
You silly.
I just heard mounted. Thank you, Cody. I ain't the only one that heard the way you said that. You said surmounted a certain way. I don't know. The way you said surmounted.
That's wrong with y'all.
That's that BDSM test y'all was taking. Y'all got everything on in y'all brain. Look, we passed that. We passed that test now. We on to the next test. We're on to the next test. And I'm knowing about y'all social anxiety.
These individuals frequently have very strong sentimental streaks. Often these sentiments are very powerful to the ENTJ.
Are you still reading his ENTJ?
Yeah, because I know Cody, and I'm interested in reading. I'm curious about his.
So Cody, we know about you.
Cody cool as hell.
Cody, you cool, man. That's alright. Alright, so LM, what we got? What's your dial?
Submit. Let's hit the submit button. I gotta enter text.
Little or no indication. I can see that, Deidre. I can see that.
Alright. I'm like, dang.
I can see that.
I think it erased your answer.
So you got no social anxiety. That's a good thing.
Oh, okay. My bad.
And for those that have no social anxiety, it doesn't mean that you can just be put anywhere and you'll be alright. It just means you're not in fear of going into a situation like that. Now, for those that have maybe 50-50, it just means probably you're more cautious before you go in a situation like that because you don't know what to expect. And just like others that may have like all the way to the other side of the spectrum, like they have complete social anxiety, you need to get on the internet more often. Or something, or get off the internet, I don't know. I'm trying to wait to see what LM got.
Yeah, me too. I'm one. Okay, that must be a 0 because they got an O and a 0 right next to each other.
Oh Lord, you a robot.
They look crazy. I am a robot. Must be.
Hello, his spam bot.
Reggie said, "Put you anywhere." I understand. Like, hey, Reggie, like me, put me in, coach. Put me in. I got you anywhere I go. So, just to recap, until we wait to get LM's results back. So,
what I got?
We broke down what your personality type is. And the reason we broke that down is because you got to figure out if you can figure out if you know your personality type, then you might also know who you complement with. Now, it's not 100% accurate, but it pretty much is on point with what you pretty much got down the line here. So keep that in mind. Then, if you know your personality type, you might say, "Well, if I'm an introvert, you might be comparable with or compatible with someone that's an extrovert." So it's good to just kind of know those kind of qualities about somebody, especially if you're dating. The next thing we covered, obviously, was the BDSM test. If you know your personality outside the bedroom, it's time for you to know your personality inside the bedroom. And that's an important thing. Because like Martika said, what you can't do or can't talk about is going to cause a problem. So you might as well take that test before you get inside the bedroom with somebody. So once you know their personality outside the bedroom, BDSM inside the bedroom. And after y'all together, or before y'all get together, take the social anxiety test. See how y'all might date. You might like a date where you guys go to like a concert, where he might like a date where you guys go to like a movie. You might have to find out what that common ground is. So that's just one of the things I want to make sure I share with y'all, because as kind of weird as this may have got for some of y'all, this is exactly the stuff you need to be doing with yourself first of all, and then also with your mate or whoever might want to be your mate. I actually wish they had a dating app that took all 3 of these and combined and actually found you somebody based on that.
That's it, right?
Mm-hmm. You got little to know.
LM is little to know. So the majority of us are little to no anxiety, which you can expect because we're right here on social media.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Extroverts. Let me see that phone. I just want to see if I missed any comments or anything like that. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add to this?
This was interesting. I had no idea.
If you learned about yourself, make sure you share this. Cody says he's so vanilla. Vanilla's not a good, well, I don't know. I can't say it's a bad thing. I don't know. I can't say it's a bad thing. Martika, really, Toy? What, Martika? What I say wrong? What I say wrong, Martika? I might be able to, oh Lord, what's going on in these comments?
Hold on, we got a connection.
We're gonna play the matching game now.
She said I might be able to help you with that. Okay.
All right. So
taking the lead, child. Go ahead.
Hey, Martika's an extrovert now. Don't forget.
She see like the dominant.
Extrovert. I'm on now. All right. So hey, once again, y'all, I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Oh my gosh, Clutch My Pearls.
Please share this with everybody you know. Share on your page. Share to friends. Don't share to family. They may have to judge you differently if you did that.
They will, and they will.
But definitely subscribe to the YouTube page, Real Talk to You. Definitely subscribe to the Facebook and like it and share it. And definitely check out our Real Talk to You media on Instagram. Listen to the podcast on Social Engineering, and they interviewed the founder of the site.
Okay, Cupid, yeah, it does combine these two.
It does?
Yeah.
Really? BDSM too?
I don't know if BDSM is there, but I know the Myers-Briggs test is there.
I bet the Myers-Briggs test is there, yeah.
That's a good site. Coffee Meets Bagels is a good one too.
What is Coffee Meets Bagels?
Never heard of that one.
Dating app.
Oh, wait a minute. Before we end, I got to know about all these sites now. So people who just went through our 3 tests, Coffee meets bagels. What was that?
Coffee meets bagels.
Coffee meets bagels.
Okay, Cupid.
Okay, Cupid. Now, okay, Cupid. I've been on before. It got a lot of damn
That's
questions.
the longest damn dating app I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And Hinge. Hinge is good.
Hinge is good. Anybody ever been on Bumble?
I haven't been on that one.
So I'm on Bumble Biz, not on Bumble Dating, obviously. I'm on Bumble Biz because I was checking it out, but I guess there's a Bumble Dating. I have never heard of Bumble Dating, so Bumble might be pretty good too. Okay, Cupid does have sexual questions. I know POF, is that it?
Yeah, POF
fish.
is just don't do that.
POF feels kind of weird.
That's just
They asked a lot of questions, but
that's just basic.
it's a lot of essays.
I thought Tinder was more of hookups.
Tinder's just for fun, I think.
I think
It's
so.
just
Tinder reminds
I
me
never
of
had
being
any
on
luck on
Facebook
Tinder.
and just seeing who you might connect with. Oh, I like your picture. I don't like your
just
picture.
random. You don't
Yeah.
have to include much information.
Has anybody ever had success with Tinder here?
I have not.
I can't say success because I'm so single, but
I mean, have you ever met somebody from Tinder?
Yeah, I
I've
have.
never met somebody from
As a
Tinder.
guy, well,
have,
you're a woman, so that's gonna be a little different for you because you're gonna get more offers. But when we go on there, like no.
Hey, Duke over there quiet as hell.
Duke said he figured it out on Tinder.
Hey, Duke ain't even to the cherry started. No.
He said I got Tinder figured out already. I know he figured it out.
Oh yeah, they got quiet. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that show. Check us out, Real Talk to You on Facebook and Real Talk to You on YouTube. Subscribe, like, and share.